You are listening to the Your Empty Nest Coach podcast with Coach Christine, episode number 64, Becoming the CEO of Your Life, part 1 of 5, Meet Your Protector. I work with mothers of high school students and beyond who are in the trenches with sad and possibly overwhelming thoughts about what their life will look like when their baby heads to college and begins to leave the nest. My client's big question is, what will I do with my time? Is this you? I've been there and I get it. Empowering you to write the next jaw-dropping, amazing chapter in your life is my passion. I am energized by leading you in the process of exploration and am thrilled when you unlock the power that lies within you. This podcast is my gift to you. Happy February, my empty nest friend. Are you comfortable saying empty nest yet? It took me a while. The words empty nest aren't negative unless you make them negative. If you understand that statement in its core, then you are on your way to big changes in your life. I'm so excited for you. I don't know about you, but today is the first day of the rest of my life. Every day is, after all. Every moment is a brand new start. I love that. Do you know that you can leave me audio feedback at any time through my SpeakPipe link? If you find yourself talking back to me during the episode, why don't you really share your thoughts with me? You'll find the link to do this in the description of this episode. On Apple Podcasts, click Details. On Spotify, click See More. On Overcast, press the I for Information button. Get the idea? Of course, I will always have full show notes with links to anything I discuss in the episode and a full episode transcription on my website. Those reside at youremptynestcoach.com/P for podcast and 64 for this number's episode. I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks. Thank you. It's time to thank our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by my community, the Green Popsicle Sticks. Ready to find the GPS of your life? Then sign up for my Thursday Thoughts About email, where you will gain immediate access to the GPS Life Principles document and will receive a link to join our community. And it's all free. See the link in this episode's show notes or head to my website, youremptynestcoach.com, and click the Thursday Thoughts About button to get started. See you there. Are you ready to be challenged a bit and for some leveling up? Something brought you here today, and that is not a coincidence. This episode is part 1 of a 5-part series titled Become the CEO of Your Life. I had originally planned to do all 5 of these episodes in one humongo episode, but as I was working on it, realized it was a bit much, and that I'd rather you really process through each idea of this concept slowly than to miss some of it. Digest each piece. Ask your questions as you listen, and trust that somehow you already know this. These concepts are advanced, and I do assume that you understand the analogy of mind, that your mind is like a house with thought deliveries and everything that goes along with that. If you don't yet have a handle on those concepts, I suggest that you head back to episode number 3 and take a listen to that 5-part series before diving in here. And be kind, as those are some of my earliest episodes. You'll be introduced to past Coach Christine, who was just beginning this podcast journey. Good to go? Great. Today, I want you to meet your protector. You can call them MP or my protector if you like. Protector is like the security guard for your house. Protector arrived in my imagery as I read through The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and began to form as I thought through how I envisioned my ego. So hopefully it will help you to understand the ego as Eckhart explains it better, although I'm not sure it's exactly the way he would see it, but it resonates with me and has been resonating with my clients who I've shared it with. I feel it only fair to share with you that this analogy has brewed up slowly, actually very slowly, over the last few months as I have simmered, see episode 29 on that, about this concept. As I mentioned, imagine protector as a security guard for your mind's house. Your home that, as you know, has the option to accept deliveries. Take a moment now to picture that home from the outside, from above it, or zoom up from the inside to above it. Like you can do with Google Maps? Do you have it? Are you above the roof of your mind's home? Now I'd like you to zoom out a bit more from it so that you can see the walkway up to your home. Yes, this is a single home with a small area of land. Also visible is a strong fence that surrounds your home. As you inspect the fence, you discover that it has a locked gate and a cabana just in front of it. Zooming in to see the cabana a bit closer, you see that inside of the cabana is your protector, your quote-unquote security guard. And what you didn't know until now is that your protector is the one sending the thought deliveries to your door through a back door in their cabana. Do you see the fence? Do you see that there are no openings in it? Do you see what your protector is sitting in? Now, outside of that fence is the happenings or circumstances of your life, the situations you are in without the colorful adjectives and thoughts and feelings about them. The thoughts? Right now, those come from your protector who has completely gone rogue. They forgot that they work for you. They take their job extremely seriously and will protect you at all costs. They feel if they don't do their job well, then you will fail at everything in life because they failed at their job. So they are on high alert at all times, ready to do battle with the world outside. Which means that cabana that we initially saw that they are sitting in may not look actually like a cabana for you in your imagery. It might look more like a tank. Yes, an army tank waiting for anything to set them off to fire back at the smallest provocation to protect you. Things like, your mother said that thing again. Your child behaved in a particular way. Or even your image in the mirror. Your protector isn't that different from a mother. Many moms fall into overprotective mode for their children. Some do it so well that the world never has the opportunity to see the child hiding behind mom. Even if that child wants to jump out and show the world who they aren't given access to do so. You know the moms I'm talking about. Is this even you? Mom handles everything. Mom will fix it. Mom will tell me what to say. Mom will tell me what to do. So while that serves a purpose in a few circumstances, when it's the only way mom operates, the child never gets the chance to find out who they are, or a chance to grow from experiencing things for themselves. So I'd like you to consider today that you have a protector in your mind, a security guard, a mom, however you wish to view your protector. Play with the idea of having one that is between you and the outside world, sending you thought deliveries of what they may find. We'll learn a whole bunch more about protector in upcoming episodes, starting with the next episode where we'll discuss the details of their role, or I guess you should say their job description. Don't rush this if you aren't getting it. Send me audio feedback if you have a question because I bet someone else has the same question. I'll address it in an upcoming episode. The questions I have for you in this episode are, how do you imagine your protector? And what resistance do you have to this imagery? I invite you to share your answers to these questions for inclusion on an upcoming episode by using my SpeakPipe link, which you will find in the episode description mentioned earlier. Or fly on over to our Facebook group to share your answers to these questions with our amazing flock. Our Facebook group name is Green Popsicle Sticks. Want to know why? Listen to episode number 17. Or head to my website, youremptynestcoach.com/community for links to join our flock. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks. Thank you. A huge shout out to my GPS execs, the executive producers of my podcast. Visit my website or see my show notes for a link to learn how you may become a GPS exec, where you will gain bonus access to me and more. As always, I provide content to make you think, my empty nest friend. My hope is that I am able to provide you with thoughts that positively impact your life. Are you able to screenshot this episode right now? If so, take a minute to do that and then share it on social media to help others find it. That would be incredibly helpful to me and to them. Be sure to tag me at Empty Nest Coach so I may personally thank you. Thanks. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe to this podcast. It is free. Of course, remember my empty nest friend that you are amazing. I said that wrong. Cheek. Hopefully that is good. I talk with my hands. It's not good for the mic. And could I have more P's in this one? Whew.